I would like to upgrade this Lego Castle Black Falcon Knights army. But before I make an investment to upgrade into this army, I need to take an inventory of what we have and get an idea of what are the different types of militia we have within this army. We have a lot of different weapons that we can use to equip this army to be lethal and deadly on the battlefield, but I'm not sure that I have everything that I want. And a lot of what you're seeing here is from Firestar Toys, but I've recently come across some different vendors who might have some higher quality armor pieces that I can invest in to really make these Black Falcon Knights look awesome. So I thought I could show you the different types of soldiers that I have within this army, and then we'll take a good inventory and we'll know exactly what we want to invest in to improve the army. We also have an entire Vikings army that needs some upgrading and adjustment as well, but that's gonna be for a different video. First up in our army are the archers, and we actually have 6 of these archers because I have 6 of these kettle helmets here, which I think look fantastic. And now, kettle helmets were used on different types of militia, so the spearmen could use them as well, but I'm going to use them for our archers so they can be protected by enemy archers trying to take them out in the back or wherever the archers might be. Now, one thing to consider as an upgrade potentially would be to think about going with the pearl dark gray helmets for all of my Black Falcon Knights, because that's the color of their arms and their leg armor. That would be an expensive upgrade, so that's just one of the decisions that I have to make if I want to go that direction with my army. But for these archers, I think this helmet right here is looking great. Black is an option as well for the helmets as well, but I don't think silver looks bad. What do you guys think? Should I think about the pearl dark gray? Do you think that would look better, or should I stick with the traditional silver here as well? Next up are the spearmen, and spearmen are some of my favorite militia or infantrymen in the army. They played such a crucial role, especially in creating defensive lines as well as pushing forward in just a menacing way. Spearmen were great at handling cavalry, setting up phalanxes or shield walls. So that's an area here with our spearmen that we could potentially upgrade, is thinking about getting a longer or taller or bigger shield here for the spearmen. So if you know of a good seller or person who makes custom shields, or a vendor, let me know in the comments, because that's something I'm definitely thinking would be a great upgrade to this army. Now we actually have 12 of these spearmen and 1 captain for the unit, so we have 13 total. But I think they look really great with the nasal helm and the shield. I think they would look even better with a bigger shield, so that's an area that I'll be looking to upgrade as well. Now it's time for our swordsmen, and we have 8 of these more light infantry swordsmen, lighter because they don't have like the full-on knight's armor. They just have the nasal helm and the standard shield here, but they do have a great sword, which is great for combat. These guys are light. They can move and shift on the battlefield as needed. They can rush into battle or escape if they need. So very skilled swordsmen, and I think these guys look really cool. Another potential area for upgrade is a more round shield or a bigger shield to even provide more protection. But again, being light on your feet, being mobile, the smaller shield might make sense here. But we have 8 of these guys so far in the army. Okay, so here is maybe one of my favorite Lego minifigures, and this is our knight of the Black Falcon Knights, and they have a bit more armor. They have a great helm here, which is going to provide much more protection. They also have a shoulder pauldron here to protect that sword arm, because they have a shield protecting the other arm. So a little bit more armor. You know, still mobile though. It's not a full kit, but definitely more protection. An area that I maybe would like to see an upgrade is a more detailed great helm. I think that that would really make this minifigure look awesome. And I've seen some really good custom painted or decaled helmets that I think would look really awesome. And we also have the cape here on the back here with the crest, which looks really cool. But I'm not a fan of this material. It's so stiff. I wonder if there's a better option for just a softer material, and maybe it's more of this blue color that we see here. But we have 4 of these knights in our army so far. I have horses, but I don't have saddles, so these guys can't ride horses yet. They're just going to have to truck it on foot and do the best that they can until we get saddles for those horses. Let's take a look at our king. And here is the current king of our Black Falcon Knights. And I really love this minifigure. I guess probably mostly because of the hairpiece. I really like the hairpiece on him. It's an older king. We haven't named him yet. We're gonna give him a name here at some point. And you may have noticed, like, I'm using a lot of different heads in the army just so they look different, and there's some variety and some character to the army. So using a lot of different faces, and when we do different builds and mocks and fights and things, I'll use different facial expressions as well. But I love this pose for the minifigure king here. He does have the blue thing. You may have noticed I didn't have that on the other knights because I just, you know, I don't like it necessarily, but I think it makes sense for the king to stand out here as well. Not really sure why you want your king to stand out on the battlefield, but that was a thing, and yeah, he's gonna stand out there with his blue tassel or whatever you want to call it. But really love the way he's holding his helmet here. He also has the pauldron. He's got a bit of a stance here with his sword, which looks cool. So he needs a queen though, and I do have some CMF minifigures coming in from the Dungeons and Dragons theme, so there might be an option there. I also have some other minifigures that I could consider for a queen, so we'll definitely be getting him a queen. And that's something else I want to do with just my factions and armies in general, is create a bit of a story for them, so that there's a good story for the mocks and maybe something a little bit more to follow as we continue to build for this army. Okay, so there you have it. That's the complete army. It's 32 minifigures, and yeah, I'm looking to not really grow the size of the army, but I want to increase the detail. I want these minifigures to look spectacular. So any suggestions or ideas that you might have, please throw those in the comments. Definitely look for upcoming mocks featuring the Black Falcon Knights. I'm definitely going to be sharing more videos around how I upgrade this army, and we also need to build other factions as well in the Lego Castle theme, and we have our Viking army to detail and set up as well. So yeah, definitely, if you're not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. Thank you so much for checking out this video, and man, can't wait to upgrade this army and can't wait to build more mocks for you. So thanks for watching, and you have a great day.